Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex K here. If you're not aware of it, I run this blog called Just Keep the Change where I help guys just like you from all over the world figure out stuff about girls and life, but mainly about ex-girlfriends. About ex-girlfriends? Yeah, I know. Just the word makes me cringe, but hang on. I promise you to show you how not to end up like this miserable guy that I know. And, well, here's his story. A couple of years ago, this guy had a girlfriend. Gorgeous blonde girl that every other guy wanted. He felt so lucky. He had never had a real girlfriend and he seemed amazingly happy. They kissed publicly, held hands the whole show, and it seemed so romantic. Whenever he talked about her or them, you could hear how proud he was, and he did everything for her. Anyway, fast forward some months and he went to her house. They had been on a date the night before, but he had felt that something had been a bit off, like something had changed. They usually slept together after dates, but this time she had went home alone and didn't want him to come because she had felt a bit sick. He went to her house the next day with flowers with a bad feeling in his stomach. He rang the doorbell and she opened the door. She didn't look too happy. He stepped in, gave her the flowers, she said thanks and laid them on the table. She looked serious and he got really nervous. She hugged him, stepped back and said calmly, "Alex, this isn't working out." "That guy? Yeah. That was me." At first I didn't understand what was happening. What wasn't working out? But of course I knew. I knew that we were through. "I can't do this anymore, but hey, it has nothing to do with you. I'm just not at the right place right now," she said. My guess is that you have heard that one used before. I was bewildered. What the hell? Why now? I just stood there looking goofy in her entrance hall. She continued, "I hope that we can still see each other, just as friends." That was it. I left right away and didn't look back. I took a long way home, walking deeply into my own thoughts. I didn't understand what I had done wrong. I had been so caring and sweet and really felt that we were doing great. That night, I couldn't fall asleep. Looking back, it was probably the longest night of my life. During the next few days, I walked around like a zombie. I thought about her all the time. Her name was Laura, by the way, and yet I felt almost dead. My thoughts were all over the place and bounced back and forth in my head. But then the sadness arrived. I couldn't help it. I went from being dead to being worse than dead. It felt almost like a living nightmare. Seen from the outside, everything was very peaceful, but I felt like total shit inside. I felt sick and just wanted to lay down, and when I did, I just wanted to stand up again so the world wouldn't spin so fast. It wasn't until about a week after Laura had broken up with me that I told my friends. They didn't get why she had done it. I didn't either, but now I do, but we'll get back to that later. I sent her a text message which said something along the lines of, "What's up? How are you holding up?" but she didn't reply. After some hours of hopefully checking my phone, I wrote her another one. "I'm sorry if I did anything wrong, okay?" The next day she wrote me a really long text message saying all kinds of stuff about how it was the wrong time in her life for a serious relationship and blah 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 blah. I didn't really believe her, but it turned out to be the last thing I heard from her in a while. The next few weeks went by with me calling her drunkenly every now and then. I even left her a really embarrassing voicemail once. I didn't know what to do with myself. 2 months later I still weren't over her at all. And that's when it happened. I saw her out kissing some guy. It's one of the worst moments of my life. Thankfully, they didn't see me, but I spied on them a little, and Laura looked really happy with him. That night, I relived our whole relationship in my mind and cried myself to sleep. I'm not proud to say it, but I cried a whole lot during the 3 months after the breakup. I just felt like a nobody. I felt empty, unlovable. And that's about when I met this guy named Peter. Long story short, he became a sort of mentor for me. He taught me about integrity and how I should learn to love myself first before I could love someone else. He also helped me out of my misery from the breakup with Laura. He took me out, showed me a good time, and even introduced me to spirituality. I had always been intrigued by it, but never really practiced neither yoga nor meditation before I met him. 6 months after the breakup, I was a completely new person. I felt a surge of confidence that I had never felt before, and I was just plainly feeling good about myself. That's where I really got into the whole self-help field, and look where I am today. If you have been going through a bad breakup recently, or even for a long time ago, I can help you. I know how it feels, and it doesn't have to be as bad as it was for me. Looking back, the first thing that I should have done differently during my relationship with Laura was to stand up for myself. I used to be the kind of guy that replied, "You choose, take the one you like best," if she asked me if she should take the black or the red dress on. Now I know that a part of my masculine gift is that I am able to make decisions and stick with them. Therefore today, I would always choose one of them. I'd say, "You look sexy in the black one, honey, wear that tonight," if I got a second chance to reply. Also, I would have worked way harder on my confidence. At the time, I lived a quite normal life where I didn't really take charge on what I wanted to do, just went with the flow and my family's expectations. Today, I'm my own man and I stick to my guts. I do what I love, I take care of myself, and other people respect me just like I respect them. Looking back, I could also have made my whole healing process from the breakup a lot shorter if I had known about the no contact rule. No contact is a concept that I made famous with the popular "How to Get Over Your Ex-Girlfriend" post on the blog, and it basically says that you shouldn't contact your ex after the breakup. I also spent too much time trying to win her back, which was foolish and only made me look like a complete geek. Well, if you like these tips, I'm sure that you'll also like my new book called The Ex-Girlfriend Solution. Over the years that I have been running Just Keep the Change, I have talked to and helped hundreds, if not thousands of guys getting over their ex-girlfriends. And not only that, I have helped them become better men at the same time, so their next relationship would be even better than the last one. In the book, you'll learn everything I know about getting over your ex-girlfriend. You'll learn about shock, recovery, reparation, and reflection, which are the 4 phases that every guy goes through during a breakup, and will use them to figure out where you are right now and what you need to move on to the next one as quick and painlessly as possible. This isn't about using black hat tricks to win her back or how to cheat girls into bed with you. This is about an honest and authentic approach that has been proved hundreds of times to work. Every other day, I see these new guys popping up claiming that they can make you forget her in a week and land you new girls in 2, or they say that you shouldn't try to get over her but simply win her back with their silver bullet. I wouldn't take their advice. Most of these guys are in it for the money or the fame and usually haven't got any real experience themselves. Every single day I sit and reply to emails from guys and girls from all over the world who have questions on real life situations. And I do this for free because I genuinely enjoy helping guys like you out. Anyway, to get back to the book, I truly believe that it's impossible to find a better resource on getting over your ex-girlfriend. It's built up in small chapters answering specific questions like how to avoid being distracted by her in the daytime, what to do when lying in bed and thinking about her, the no contact rule explained and why women play mind games, when will you be ready to meet someone new, what to do if you work together, how to respond if your ex suddenly contacts you again, and how to keep from doing the same mistakes again. It also includes drills you can do and even 2 fantastic meditation exercises. So along with helping you getting over your ex, I have also included a lot of great content on finding a new girl and helping you to make that relationship way better than the last. So in short, it takes you through the whole process, from breakup to new relationship, with everything over, under, and in between. Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, because I certainly enjoyed making it. And if you're interested in the ex-girlfriend solution, just click the big yellow button down below to be taken to the secure payment page. Thanks for your time, see you soon.